starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Betty. Wisconsin's spring election is now just 4 days away. Next Tuesday, Oneida County residents will have a chance to vote on a referendum which proposes $500,000 worth of cuts to county programs in order to fund local infrastructure. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson explains.
It's definitely something that has to happen one way or the other. It's understandable, but it's very unfortunate in either way.
As a city council member, Tom Barnett knows tough decisions need to be made sometimes. While he's not in the decision-making process behind the upcoming county referendums, he'll be at the polls April 6th. One question on the ballot will determine whether $500,000 worth of county programs will be cut to pay for infrastructure. Programs that could be crucial to people that are struggling right now.
We got a lot of lower income people who are struggling to make ends meet now anyway, especially with the pandemic coming in and laying people off, and people aren't making as much money. It's really a no-win situation, but it's a situation that has to come about.
On the other side of things is Stephen Schreier, an Oneida County Board Supervisor. Recently, Schreier heard from the leaders of programs that will potentially get cut.
We have all of our departments come and explain, what their budgetary needs are, if they've been asked to make cuts, where they're going to make those cuts from.
Specific programs on the chopping block have not been named yet, but Schreier believes the county could have found an alternative.
Probably was premature to go to referendum on these things when we may be seeing, lots of savings identified by departments that we still haven't calculated in.
In the end, Barnett feels for the county, but ultimately it's in the residents' hands.
Obviously, the voters are going to speak when they go to vote, and I think it was actually a good thing that they put up two options in a referendum as opposed to just saying this is what we're going to do.
Reporting for Newswatch 12, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Now, this ballot question of cutting county programs is non-binding, meaning it'll only inform the county board on what decision to make. They don't necessarily have to follow the will of the voters. Again, that election is on Tuesday. But before we get to Election Day, Jeff, we have a beautiful weekend ahead.
Yeah, we barely touched 50 today, but tomorrow we're going for mid-60s and sunshine across the entire area, so get ready for that. But today, a little bit cooler, 50 in Rhinelander, also for Mosinee. We'll have lows tonight, a bit cooler than that as well. Looking outside now, 41 in Rhinelander, 43 for Wausau, 37 for Mosinee, so it's comfortably cool out there tonight. We'll have low temperatures down near 30 or so not as cool as it was last night. But look at all the heat building in the Midwest right now. That is moving our direction for tomorrow. And once it gets here, it's not going to go anywhere quickly. We have 60s in the forecast through the weekend and probably through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. There are some clouds out there now. We'll see some kind of pulling through the north of us right now. That, though, will get out of here tonight, and tomorrow left with lots of sunshine across our backyards. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, not as cool, with low temperatures down near 33. Your full forecast is coming up. Justin.
Thanks, Jeff. Tonight, Capitol Police in Washington have identified both the police officer who died in today's attack outside the U.S. Capitol, as well as the suspect in that incident who also died. Police believe 25-year-old Noah Green rammed his car into 2 U.S. Capitol police officers this afternoon, then hit this barricade you see here, got out, and police say he then ran at more officers with a knife before he was shot and died. Social media accounts believed to be his say he recently lost his job, suffered medical ailments, and believed the federal government was using mind control on him. Meanwhile, authorities have now also identified again the U.S. Capitol police officer who was killed today. This is him, William Evans. He went by Billy. Authorities say Evans had served with Capitol Police for 18 years. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi ordered flags at the Capitol to be flown at half-staff this evening in honor of Officer Evans. Over the last couple of weeks, many national health leaders have been warning we may see a spike in COVID-19 cases as more people travel more for spring break. That appears to be happening here in Wisconsin. Today, the State Department of Health Services reports 875 new confirmed cases. That's the most in about 2 months. It raises our 7-day rolling average to 531. DHS also reports 8 new deaths today, raising our 7-day rolling average to 5. Still less than any point between about mid-September and mid-March. In our 12-county north central Wisconsin region, DHS reports 15 people are in the hospital with COVID-19 and 4 of those are in the ICU. Those numbers are about where we have been over the last couple of weeks. By the end of the day today, over 3 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been distributed across Wisconsin. We are averaging about 50,000 doses given out per day over the last week. By the way, real-life studies show these vaccines have been working, so most of the people who are getting sick, health officials believe, have not yet been vaccinated. In fact, if you are fully vaccinated, the CDC says it's now okay for you to travel. According to the newly released guidelines, the agency says fully vaccinated people do not need to get tested before or after traveling domestically and do not need to quarantine after travel. However, if you do want to travel abroad, the CDC recommends people still get tested and have a negative result before returning to the U.S. However, you also do not need to quarantine if you are vaccinated and travel. The CDC continues to stress, regardless of your vaccination status, wear a mask on all forms of public transportation where it gets a bit crowded. Wisconsin remains among the top states for its COVID-19 vaccine rollout, but state health officials also stress the importance again of wearing masks until more people get vaccinated. They say despite the state's mask mandate officially being lifted this week, people should still wear masks to help stop the spread. Wisconsin DHS officials attribute the state's recent spike in part to the COVID-19 variants, which they say are more aggressive and spread more easily. However, they say both masks and the vaccines have proven effective against them.
And then all we have to do is look at this past influenza season or the lack thereof to understand how effective masking is in preventing transmission of these infectious viruses during their seasons, whether it's influenza or, for the last year, the COVID-19 pandemic.
They say if we're not careful, we could see another wave. However, they are optimistic about our long-term outlook when it comes to the pandemic. It's time now for our second ever edition of My 2 Cents, where a viewer had some thoughts on our attire here at Newswatch 12. But we begin with some concerns over last week's debut edition of My 2 Cents.
To listen to your messages, press L. I just watched your segment with your 2 cents, and I feel it was the biggest waste of time ever. I wish you had closed captioning.
I watched your very first 2 cents. Thought it was quite odd that we had a very, very difficult time understanding what was going on with Justin.
All right, so I'm here at the green screen where Jeff usually does weather in an empty studio. So I'll take off my mask in just a minute. But first I want to prove that our audio issues last week were not really mask related. They were admittedly still my fault. There were a settings issue on my computer, which I think we have solved. So hopefully the rest of this week's segment you should hear crisply.
I just wanted to say that the male staff that are on the air dress professional with suits and ties, but I feel that the women should dress more professional as well, like wearing a blazer or a sweater over short sleeves.
Okay, so here's the thing. Guys have it a lot easier when it comes to what they can wear on air. When I started in TV 13 years ago, I had maybe 2 or 3 suits, a handful of dress shirts in white or blue, and a handful more ties, mostly hand-me-downs from my dad and my grandparents. And that was enough because guys can wear basically the same thing on air almost every day, and no one knows or cares. Girls have it a lot harder. Society cares a lot more about what they look like, and there's not one type of outfit that everyone agrees upon. They can't just buy a tie and change the look. They need to buy a bunch of outfits, which gets expensive, especially for younger reporters like we often have here. And they have to decide for themselves if a certain dress is appropriate on air or not. And frankly, we don't want to get too involved in telling our female reporters what they should wear on air. We think they dress very appropriately and professionally. And more importantly, I think their work is very good here on Newswatch 12. Now these days, as a news anchor in a high-profile area like the Northwoods of Wisconsin, my look is meticulously crafted by a team of stylists and fashion consultants who I happen to live with. Let me give you a look at our process. Hey kids, what color should Daddy wear today?
Blue, pink, blue, pink.
All right, so how we go? Blue suit and a pink tie?
Yeah.
All right, so that's pretty much the process. But anyway, thank you for calling. If you want to make your voice heard on your 2 cents, give us a call at 715-365-8812. It's extension 319. Again, 715-365-8812, extension 319. By the way, notice what I'm wearing tonight. I think a lot of people, by the way, have good things to say about the weather this weekend. That's for sure. Jeff is in with your full forecast after the break. You're watching News Watch 12, proud to serve Hazelhurst and folks all across the Northwoods of Wisconsin.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Builders Service Incorporated, Elko.
Where are you going to go to get your car put back to new? Precision, money, and frame. The quality's in our name. Precision.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
Dear road rivals, you're going to be seeing a lot more of me. Literally. Being named best-selling car in America for the last 19 years means there are just a lot more me's to see. So don't worry, you're not seeing double or triple. It's just me, and me again, and me again. Ciao, Camry.
Right now, you can get $1,250 customer cash on a stylish new 2021 Camry. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
There's a splash of surprise in every Wisconsin Lottery scratch game. Like wow, the new $10 number match game, featuring a chance to win double the prize with a wow symbol or instantly win $30 for every binocular symbol revealed. A chance to win up to 25 times and a top prize of $75,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
Get the latest news on the weekends with News Watch 12. Saturday and Sunday at 10 with your weekend news team. Rachel Eiler, the sports team, and Andrew Keycaper. News from where you live.
Where are you going to go to get your car put back to new? Precision, money, and frame. The quality's in our name. Precision.
It's Friday night. The weekend's here. It's going to be a fantastic weekend weather-wise for sure, with temperatures up in the 60s and lots of sunshine in the forecast for us for tomorrow. Speaking of sunshine, today pretty much all day long, except for there were some clouds out there towards sunset, and there are a few clouds out there right now as well. But temperatures today, okay, nice, right? 50 in Rhinelander, 53 for Wausau. The average high is 45. Everybody was above that today. We'll be well above that again tomorrow. The average high tomorrow is 46. 24 average low. 3 is the record low now, above zero, right? Back in 1954, and the sunset there at 7:28 in the evening. Okay, out there now it's cooling off nicely. 38 in Tomahawk, 38 for also in Medford and Marshfield, and 43 Diamond Lake. So yeah, cool night tonight. We'll have lows tonight down near 33 or 34, and then really once the sun rises tomorrow morning, temperatures are going to take off on us up into the 60s by the afternoon. And look at all the heat across the west right now. This is moving our way. There's no escaping it. Here it comes tomorrow. High temperatures back up in the 60s. And once they get here, they're going to stick around for a while. So 63 for Sunday, which by the way is Easter Sunday. Don't forget, 62 for a Monday, 61 for Tuesday. You get the idea. Average high will be well above that the next 5, 6, 7, 8 days around here. And the long range trends keep us above average into mid-April across the Great Lakes, the Midwest, and pretty much parts of the country here all around our neck of the woods. Okay, that's also elevating the fire danger. It's very, very, very high this weekend. Try to avoid burning if you can. Low humidity, kind of high winds, and no rain for a while has elevated the fire danger into the very high category. So if you're burning, be careful. You're smart. You know what to do. Don't do it if it doesn't make any sense to you if it's too dry across your backyard. And also allergies are kicking in there too. Tree is just kicking in now. Grass, weed, mold, not yet, but grass will not be too far behind, most likely by the end of April. Looking outside now, there are some clouds out there currently, but again, they're not really hurting anybody. Tomorrow, though, this will all get out of here, and then really, this is our weather for tomorrow right through here, which is lots of clear skies. It's going to be a fantastic day around here tomorrow afternoon. Your forecast then for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies. Still a bit breezy out there. The south wind could gust near 20 as air temperatures settle near 33 or so. For tomorrow, here we go. Mostly sunny and warmer tomorrow. Highs near 64. That's going to feel good with a the southwest wind around 5 to 10 through the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows a nice day for us tomorrow. Easter this year, mostly cloudy skies, high of 63. Some rain showers, light rain showers in the forecast for Monday. A better chance for rain gets in here Wednesday and Thursday from a very slow-moving system across the Midwest then. Justin?
All right, thanks, Jeff. As Jeff mentioned, the entire state of Wisconsin is under very high fire danger right now as we head into the weekend. The DNR is also asking you to avoid all outdoor burning, including limiting the use of campfires and making sure you extinguish and dispose of cigarettes properly. There have already been more than 200 wildfires reported in Wisconsin just this year, burning over 450 acres. With the warm weather expected this weekend, many local golfers could be hitting the links for the first or second time this season, or in some cases hitting the driving range. We'll have some details after the break.
Rivco Credit Union since 1932. In the best of times and in times that require just a little more flexibility and kindness. We've been here, we'll be here. We are here for you. Federally insured by NCUA.
You're ready to rock with a new dock. You need expert help. Dvorak's Docks provides high-quality flow products and is equipped to install them correctly. If you want the best, go with the flow. Whatever obstacles arise, Dvorak's will find a way to get the job done. You can rely on us to work with integrity from start to finish. Launch your deck project today so you're ready for warm weather fun. Leave the hard work to us so you can enjoy the lake life.
Their passion is for dental, they're caring and they're helpful. They're all together gentle, the painless family. If you need a dentist, look no further than this. Our office is pure bliss, the painless family.
Update your floors with help from Menards. We have a great selection of flooring from top brands including Tarkett and Mohawk. Vinyl plank flooring is waterproof. Laminate flooring is durable and simple to maintain. Sheet vinyl flooring is easy to install. Or add comfort to any room with soft and luxurious carpet. Right now, get 11% off all Tarkett and Mohawk flooring. Start saving and get 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Rivco Credit Union since 1932. In the best of times and in times that require just a little more flexibility and kindness. We've been here, we'll be here. We are here for you. Federally insured by NCUA.
Sports Watch 12 with Griffin Stroing starts now.
With warm weather on the way, why not hit the links over the weekend? I mean, you won't see me out there. My slice is terrible, but if you are interested, one golf course here in Rhinelander has officially began their season. Northwood Golf Club opened their driving range to the public today, a perfect way to knock off that rust and before the summer starts. Luckily for golfers in the area, it was a very mild winter. That means Northwood opened their doors way earlier than in years past, and they're hoping to take advantage of the beautiful weather.
Just extends another month here for the golf season, so it's just great for everyone, and especially for making more money in April when you're not sure if you were going to be open.
And after the pandemic drove people to the courses last year, Kyle says they're expecting another huge season.
We can tell when we're ordering stuff because all the golf clubs are back ordered right now and golf supplies, so we're planning a big year again. Right now we're trying to place everything now for people so they have it for the summer to use.
They also add that the course will be open next Friday, so get your clubs ready. The Milwaukee Bucks are in the middle of a trip along the West Coast. They've already played both LA teams. Tonight, they went north to the Pacific Northwest to take on the Portland Trail Blazers. This game tipped off at 9, so they're still in the thick of it right now, but here are some stats so far. A good game we got brewing. The game was at halftime the last I checked. Bucks were up 60-53. Newly acquired Jeff Teague, he's making his Bucks debut tonight. No points yet, but he only played 5 minutes in the first half. Giannis is feeling it tonight. He had 24 points in the first half alone. The West Coast trip will continue tomorrow. The Bucks will travel down south to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Once again, a late tip that will go at 9 o'clock. Baseball is officially back. The Brewers opened up their season yesterday against the Minnesota Twins, and it was one heck of a game. The Brewers were down 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th, but were able to tie it off some clutch hitting from Christian Yelich and Travis Shaw, and then a walk-off winner in the bottom of the 10th inning that 12,000 lucky Milwaukee fans were able to witness in person at the stadium. About 25% of the stadium was filled with those fans who were seated in pods and required to wear masks when they were not eating or drinking. But with more and more people getting the COVID vaccine, the Brewers are hoping to have American Family Field full soon.
Now that vaccinations are going to be available to everybody 16 and older, that to me is a key, and that's the driver, and that ultimately, from my perspective, gets us to full fans here.
The Brewers did not play today, but they will be in action tomorrow. They're going up against the Twins again. First pitch is at 6:10. Baseball has only been back for a day, but the league has decided to make a change already to their season. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred announced that the league will be moving its All-Star Game and the MLB Draft out of Atlanta, Georgia. This is in reaction to the state's controversial new voting law. The restriction that is gaining the most attention is that people could be given misdemeanor charges for offering food or water to voters waiting in line. Now, long lines for voting in Georgia are a reality. During the primary election last June, when temperatures hovered above 80 degrees with high humidity, multiple voting locations across the state had lines that lasted 2+ hours. Manfred said Major League Baseball fundamentally supports voting rights for all Americans and opposes restrictions to the ballot box. A new host city for the summer's event has not been announced yet. Justin, Milwaukee Mayor though Tom Barrett has already thrown in the city to be the new host. Could be cool to see the MLB's best in Wisconsin.
We'll see, too. Golfers, by the way, Inshallah and Pinewood open this weekend, too, so the golfers have some options. In 2019, 850 Wisconsin residents died by suicide, according to numbers from the Department of Health Services. Still ahead, we'll show you how one Wisconsin suicide survivor is sharing his story to help others. That's next.
Check out our 13,000 square foot newly renovated space in Eagle River. We focus only on welding so you can spend more time making sparks fly in our 36 welding booths. Finish the welding program in just 4 to 6 months. Our school is set up like a workplace so you'll be ready to get working right away. 99% of students find employment before or right after graduation. At AWI, we go beyond basic code standards and aim for perfection. As we work hard, we definitely have fun along the way.
That's not bacon. It's sausage.
Whoa.
Behold, Johnsonville sausage strips. Sausage that looks and cooks like bacon. It's a meaty miracle. Find them in the bacon section, even though they're sausage.
Planning an outdoor winter adventure? You need the app from the weather team you can rely on. The WJFW Weather Watch app, featuring hourly and daily forecasts, high-resolution imagery, and opt-in push alerts to let you know when severe weather approaches. With all these features, you'll know the best days to be on the ice or when there will be fresh powder on the trails. The WJFW Weather Watch app is available in your app store now. Sponsored by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress. Weather Watch 12, from where you live.
ELM Repair in Edgar is a family-owned and operated full-service diesel repair shop. From pickups to semi-trucks to heavy equipment and RV service. If it runs on diesel, we can repair it. Want more power and better mileage? Our experienced professionals will get your truck running and at peak performance. With a state-of-the-art dyno and fully stocked parts department, we can even come out to you with our 24-hour mobile repair service. ELM is always looking for passionate and talented people to join our team. The Diesel Doctor, have it done right the first time at ELM Repair.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the Northwoods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. We are NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live. The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live.
Wisconsin teen who survived a suicide attempt is now using social media to help others and potentially save lives. Emily Matisek reports.
I describe it as like falling into a black hole. You know, it's quick, unexpected, scary, and dark. And it went to the point where I thought the only way I was going to get rid of those feelings was to try and take my own life.
That's how 18-year-old Carson Mall was feeling when he put a gun to his head 4 years ago in the garage of his family home and pulled the trigger. The then 14-year-old survived his suicide attempt and has been a work in progress ever since. Multiple surgeries, hospital stays, and counseling led to a revelation about 7 months ago.
I kind of had a thought one night. I was like, what if me sharing my experiences and the stuff that I've learned about mental illness and suicide could possibly save other people from attempting suicide themselves.
So Mal did what any other teenager would do. He turned to social media, specifically TikTok.
He's really learned to use his platform and take an event that could be life-altering in such a negative way and turn it, I think, into a positive.
He started sharing his story and quickly found out people were listening.
Overnight, it got like 100,000 views, thousands of comments and that kind of thing. So I was like, okay, so maybe I have something here where I can really help people.
The nearly daily videos featuring everything from his suicide attempt to workout videos and even highlights from his senior year of high school football are making a difference.
I've gotten hundreds of comments and messages saying that because of what I've told them or what I've shared, that they didn't prevent suicide because of me.
We'll be right back with one final look at your forecast after this break. But first, Newswatch 12's Chris Baranek has this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
Caught my limit. I see you only snagged one, huh? Two. Fish are on there, you
Well, we made it to April, and before you know it, we'll all be putting the boats in the water and getting out to catch some big old fish. But don't worry, we have enough big old fish entries from this past winter to keep us going for a while. Like Mary Jo Maharis from Racine here, who caught this really nice northern pike using a tip-up baited with a sucker minnow on a Price County lake. Now that is one heck of a fish. Way to go, Mary Jo. Next up, we've got 9-year-old Ellery Mills from Pickerel. Now she caught this nice northern pike using a tip-up on a small lake. Now, all the line was taken out off of the tip-up, but Ellery didn't give up. She kept pulling and pulling and finally landed this big old fish. Way to go, Ellery, and keep on reeling them in. And keeping with the unofficial theme of northern pikes this week, we go now to Debbie Brass from Argonne, who caught this really nice 34-inch northern. She mentioned that she had a good guide service by her hubby. Well, obviously, because you guys got yourself a big old fish. Way to go, Debbie. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling taxidermy fish mount is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
Quality Homes of Tomahawk now sells modular homes built by Wisconsin Homes. Wisconsin Homes has maintained a tradition of building some of the finest homes on the market. Quality Homes also has a large selection of new manufactured and mobile homes. New homes starting at only $38,900. All prices include delivery and setup anywhere in Wisconsin. Whether buying your first home or a cabin getaway, Quality Homes has the experience and expertise to make your dreams a reality.
Every bolt, every weld, every inch engineered to exceed the demands of serious landscape professionals. Because respect isn't given, it's earned. Through strength, through reliability, through rigorous testing, we build a full line of machines that are built for performance, for comfort, for cut quality, and most of all, built for business. The Pro Series at your local Cub Cadet dealer.
Step 1. Build a new breed. Make it an SUV. Send it off-road. Send it to the Baja 1000. Win. Then, evolve, enhance, expand. Make it capable, smart, human. And then, make more. Because the only way to predict the future is to build it. And the only way to build it is Ford Proud.
Come
to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale ever and receive free carpet installation, along with an additional $300, $600, or even $1,000 of savings on all flooring products and sale prices. That's right, free carpet installation and an additional savings of up to $1,000 on top of the sale prices. See why contractors and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs.
Our prices will floor you.
Every child, no matter their zip code, should have access to a great public education. As a former teacher and superintendent, I know what it takes. I've led schools to high student achievement, I've expanded preschool, and I've balanced budgets. My opponent has proven she can't be trusted. She tried to cover up a $500,000 school financial scandal. Our kids deserve better. I'm Jill Underly. As state superintendent, I'll always do what's best for our kids.
Hi, I'm Maria Seefeld with Miracle Ear of Marshfield. If you're struggling hearing your favorite news or TV shows, please stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
All right, remember yesterday was April Fool's Day, and my wife and kids made brownies for the crew here at Newswatch 12. So I decided to give some to Jeff. See, the thing is, they were literal brown E's of construction paper cut in the shape of E's. They're brown E's. Yeah, see? Jeff was maybe a little taken back, but we did also bring in baked brownies, regular treats for the crew, so as to not let everyone down too much.
So a reminder, today is April 2nd, not the 1st, and yesterday, the Hodag had me for lunch.
It's been a rough couple days for Jeff.
I've had 2 days of this, so I'm about done. Looking outside now, temperature-wise, we're hanging out near 40. We'll have lows tonight down near 33. A couple of clouds out there now, but the bigger story is this. The temperatures tomorrow, mid-60s, low 60s, and maybe a couple of rain showers on Monday afternoon.
And that is not an April Fool's joke. It is a beautiful forecast.
Done with them.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. Have a great night and a great weekend.